Meeting the Enlightened One, a guided insight meditation. Please sit comfortably with your back straight and your hands resting in any way that is comfortable in your lap. Settle yourself, notice your breath, and find stillness. Now imagine the Buddha, seated in deep meditation. Perhaps a stone or gold statue of the Buddha, perhaps a living Buddha. The eyes of this Buddha may be open, almost closed, or fully closed. This Buddha may be male or female. Imagine that there is nothing around this Buddha except the universe itself. You can feel an infinite peace and love emanating from the center of this being's head and heart. A faint smile on the Buddha's face reflects indescribable contentment, peace, and bliss. As you think of this Buddha, you notice that you are in resonance with this being, perhaps even seeing a hidden image of yourself in this form. You may feel a sense of relief, homecoming, joy, and the release of ancient grief as you recognize that you are and have always been unconditionally loved and held in God's heart. As you dwell upon this being, you notice that the universe around him or her is literally forming and arising from the vast waves of peace emanating from the surface of this enlightened one's body. You notice that these waves are creating a constant sound, like a vibrating humming, and as you listen, you discern the sound as Om. You notice now that this being, despite being imagined by you, is real and perfectly aware of you, and considers you with a love so powerful and pure and all-encompassing that it makes any perspective you have ever had of yourself, even at your most self-accepting or self-despairing, seem utterly irrelevant and non-existent, like the tiniest piece of broken leaf cast into the flow of a vast ocean. This is the divine source, who sees you and knows itself as you. Now, look again at this being and imagine that it has transformed into yourself, sitting in these clothes you wear, still in perfect peace, still surrounded by the expanse of the universe. Now you can see yourself as you have never known yourself. There is the faintest smile on your face of absolute inner peace, joy, knowledge, and tranquility. You are looking at your transcendent, enlightened self. You are looking at your truth. And now that you have seen this truth, though you may forget it often at first, you will always recall it, and the world's clamor, drama, and concerns will begin to become distant to you. There is no turning back from this point. You are awakening. Now you see that the waves of peace that form the universe are emanating from your body. You realize that enlightenment is really only a matter of allowing yourself to see, accept, and remember your own true nature. You can see now that the ego mind sees enlightenment as an acquisition, whereas in fact it is simply a recollection. If you are ever troubled or in conflict, recall this: your true self, whose love for you and all beings makes even forgiveness irrelevant. If you hear your ego mind saying, "This is too simple" or naive, notice that this type of thinking is the entanglement of the ego. Here, in a moment's recollection, is the seed of enlightenment. Simply let it grow.